And we come back into part 2 with time for initiative.
Think.
And Razor's initiative.
I'm working on it. 12.
No, you did yours wrong. Tilt. Is he
What?
only rolling? Is he only rolling 1d6?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, I guess not.
he's
then.
a
My bad.
relatively
I was
old
reading
guy.
it wrong.
He's
I was reading it wrong. Got you.
I mean, I was just gonna keep the initiative between Grog and Razor at the moment.
Alrighty then, that makes sense.
We'll see where it goes from there.
I didn't know if I had a chance to take on 5 people at the same time, because
I mean, if you really want to, I can add you in on this.
Well, I mean, like, I kind of was kidding, but kind of not kidding. Like, if all of a sudden this dude starts fighting Grog in the other room, it's going off.
Oh no.
Right?
Okay. Hey,
It
if
might,
you want,
yeah.
if you want to get in on this, you can.
or at least be prepared.
Oh, that sucks.
Sounds like
Man.
you might also need to roll a surprise test in there, considering how it just kind of was like, whoop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Surprise. Oh, that's true. I guess. If are we all taken aback? What's surprise? It's
Reaction
Reaction
plus intuition.
reaction plus intuition. Oh, okay.
Everybody rolls surprise.
I already rolled mine, so
Yeah, no, you're good.
not doing it again.
Oof. Oof.
Ike is not surprised.
Crap, I keep forgetting to. Yeah, okay.
Oh, dude, but if you just look at those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 successes, man.
Yes,
huge.
The dice are strong with you today, Ike.
It's
Yeah.
my day.
Tara's not surprised. You're
Surprised
just sitting
me.
here just like a rock. Like, what's going on?
Tara's all like, I knew he was going to sucker punch him. Kill that guy, Jurgen. And Jurgen's like, okay.
Okay.
Wow, you would never tell Jurgen to kill a man.
Pretty sure we discussed this last time, and your option, you came around to murder. I remember.
Out of character, I came around to murder.
No,
In
that's all that
character.
matters. You admitted it. It's all that matters.
That's right. That's all that matters.
Tara's a freaking bleeding heart little geek. Like, no, don't hurt him.
So if you guys want to roll initiative, if
I
you're,
already had.
oh, did you?
Yeah, I got a 6. Like, my initiative.
Oh yeah, if you don't pass the surprise test, because I did that ass backwards.
Yeah.
You're
I don't get to
That's-
go this time. I don't get to go during the surprise round.
yeah. Since
Well,
you would normally get your initiative minus 10, but since you're under 10, you don't get to go through this combat turn.
Yeah, I don't get to go through this combat turn.
okay,
Correct.
cool. Things I should know. 26 for car.
Jurgen's all like, did someone just throw a ham? What's going on in there?
Tara, you're gonna roll initiative.
Oh, I guess I'm in this.
I mean, you don't have to. You
Yeah, I was
just
like,
kinda
you can
sit
roll
outside.
initiative just to have your turn. You don't have to do anything. You could attempt to be like, hey,
Damn.
Jurgen, don't murder people. And Jurgen's could be like, no, that's silly.
Oh, man. Oh,
I was gonna say that's the wrong choice.
Yeah. So, do you just want to kind of sit back and not do anything, Tara?
yeah, I guess I'll use a free action to say, don't hurt him. And that's it.
Okay.
Don't hurt who? Who's being hurt? Oh my god, I'm so confused.
Ike, not you too.
All right.
Yay
So
for murder.
Car Ike. You let me know when it's my turn.
Yeah. Bams.
I'm not really doing anything exciting. I'll just, when things actually pop off, I will keep the fly spy on the dudes inside so we can just see what they're doing.
Okay. Ike.
I have a question. Are the other 5 in the room surprised?
No. They are very
Well.
stoic.
I probably shouldn't take this opportunity to ready a weapon. I guess I will remain stoic as well.
Grog. It's your turn.
Unarmed combat. Punch him in the head.
Okay. Are you happy with that level of success?
He's a crotchety old man. It doesn't mean he doesn't know. You know what? I will use one of my edge points.
Establish dominance.
Yes.
Lock eye
Thoroughly-
contact.
And it doesn't
Alpha
matter.
dog.
Luck is not with me today.
Oof.
Luck just ain't with me today. So, yeah, I don't really have much of a choice. 3 successes it is. He dodges.
He dodges. And we go backwards.
Go backwards?
Yeah, he's going to punch you now.
No, okay.
Wait, didn't he already?
Not yet. It's
Roll.
initiative wise. He's under me in initiative.
He got the sucker punch
He
off.
surprised me.
Oh, he got the sucker punch.
Yeah.
Yeah. He glitches.
Oh, shit.
I mean,
Oh, damn, that's a lot of glitch. That's a lot. Ooh. Ow.
Yeah.
his one eye is not doing him favors.
Self in the eye.
I'm not used to glitches in combat or in general, really. Bams, what is a good thing for the glitch to do? He misses and punches the desk.
So, it's not just a glitch, but that's actually a critical glitch.
That is a critical.
That is a critical glitch. Is more than half our glitches.
Well, a critical is when
No,
there are
and he got no
successes.
successes. That's right. That is right.
So,
He hurts himself.
He could totally, just end up on the ground prone and, vulnerable and just make a giant fool out of himself. He could smash into the desk and take damage from the desk because it splinters underneath of him, or any number of terrible things could happen. Or you could ask Grog what happens, considering he's the person that's involved in the fisticuffs.
So
Yeah,
a critical
Greg, you have
glitch
an
would.
imagination.
Sorry, I just want to ask. A critical glitch would usually include self-harm and stuff of some sort, right?
Maybe.
That's how I would imagine it. In combat, at least, I would imagine.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
It could be he not self-harm, but he just loses the rest of his actions for the rest of the pass.
Self-harm is a very...
Not intentional. Sorry, not intentional
No.
or anything like that. But like you were saying, he falls on the desk, maybe cuts his head open or something.
Well, I figure. Damage isn't necessarily the only method of self-harm. If he falls on the ground that is prone, that gives Grog a massive number of advantages against him in combat without resorting to something as mundane as just taking a couple of points of damage.
Okay.
Cool. Grog could take that opportunity to put his boot on the troll's chest and just you done?
Fair enough.
Or Grog could take that opportunity to just punch him in the face when he's on the ground, give him the old flying elbow. Grog could have the opportunity to laugh at him and just kind of further humiliate the guy, look, you can't even get up. Those are
people's
all
elbow.
more narratively interesting options rather than, okay, he critically glitched, he punches himself in the face and takes 4 or 5 stun damage.
Would it? A real quick question. Sorry to keep interrupting here, Liam, but
No, you're
quick
good.
question to Bamce. Would it be appropriate to allow the opponent, in this case Grog, to have an immediate free counterattack?
It's something that would be up to them if they wanted
Oh,
to.
okay. Gotcha. So
You know.
really and truly, there's no hard and fast rule set in the book. It's just kind of leave it up to the GM's discretion.
With Magic, I like to make it physical drain instead of stun drain.
Right. Yeah. That's
If you're doing it while summoning a spirit, like, well, the spirit shows up, and maybe it's a couple of points of force higher than what you thought, and it doesn't owe you any services, and it's pissed you called it in the shower.
Next time, make sure you're out of the shower before you call it. Yeah,
Well, more like the spirit was in the shower.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
That's cool.
So like, there's really any number of things that could happen there. There's no set. Oh, he got a critical glitch. He takes, half his proposed damage value or something like that.
Wonderful. So I will offer up to Grog one of three things as you are fighting him.
Okay.
He may fall forward and land on his face, prone.
Okay.
He may do like a haymaker and just completely miss you and leave himself open for counterattack. Or he may fall on the desk and take 3 points of stun damage. Which of the three things would you like to happen in your choose your own beat the crap out of a man adventure?
Well, when he falls on the desk taking damage, will he be considered prone? That is the first question.
No.
No.
No. So no bonuses that way.
I would prone gives you -2 defense. I would give him a -1 for like half prone kneeling.
All right. I'll do that. Yeah, let him fall on the desk. Instead, I'll kind of, as he's throwing his punch, I'll kind of push his elbow as he, like, I'll move myself back so his fist goes wide, and I'll just push his elbow, throwing him off balance, letting him do that little pirouette thing onto the desk.
Okay. He did not like his face meeting the desk.
That's not my fault. That's his fault.
You helped.
Yay. Every little bit I got to push him along is what I'll do.
All right. Yeah, not Jurgen. Back to Tara.
Tara.
Once again, just like encouraging Grog to not murder him, and that's my pass.
I'm good.
I don't understand what is going on. Who's murdering people? Why is what?
It's like I want to inform Jurgen there's a fight going on.
But in the same instance,
Yeah, I'm scared
you don't
for
want
what he
everything
would
to
do with
burn.
Yeah, scared for what he would do with that knowledge.
Okay.
I'm gonna chill here.
Good boy, Ralphie. Let's go burn things.
Okay. Grog, it's back to you.
So with him laying on the desk, I kind of want to do a modified version of a flying elbow, as Bamce called it. I'm going
people's
to
elbow.
jump up and basically double axe handle, put my fists together, bring it straight down on him.
Ooh, old school
Okay.
Hulk Hogan move. Nice. I like
Yup. Yup. Hey, I remember.
it. Then tear
doing
your
that
shirt
often.
off. Ah!
Let's see. Here's the hoping. Nice.
Are you happy with that level of success?
Oh,
Well,
God.
yeah, and especially since he gets -1 defense from his, because he's half prone.
It's gonna feel good in the morning.
Oh. How much damage is that?
Well, let's see. So figuring that out, it's my unarmed, so it's going to be my strength, right? 7
Yeah.
plus the 9p.
Oh, wow. So,
And I'm going to go for the whole break the desk under him type deal.
okay. Okay. He takes that. He takes quite a lot of that. He's gonna look back up at you and he's gonna be like, all right, you're right. You can fight.
Oh, it was never in question. Now, do I stop this here and prevent my guys from burning this building down around us? Or do we keep going?
Oh, no. We do what you said. This was good negotiations. He's gonna, like, cough up a tooth.
I might take that for a trophy. I don't know. No. It's like, so first manner of business, the murder drug. So I can call the corporation off so that you are no longer in their crosshairs.
I'll get it to you by tomorrow. We keep it in a safe house. I will find a drop-off location, and you may have it.
Don't. Razor, don't play me on this.
No.
Now, I'm going to help him up.
All right.
I'm going to make sure he's like cognizant.
Mostly.
And I'm going to let him save some face. I'm going to say, now hit me right here one time so that you don't look like a damn fool to your lieutenants.
All right. He'll,
I'll take a hit that gives me like a black eye or some shit.
Yeah.
But it's like I said, it's just so that he doesn't look like a damn fool to his lieutenants, because I need this guy to get me that murder drug.
Yeah, I'd take 2 points of stun and just say he
Okay.
punches you in the face. Quite hard.
That's fine. I'll take it. I'm not stressed over it with him. I'm going to say, if I don't hear back from you tomorrow, you can call this warehouse ash. And your boy is going to be missing. And I don't mean temporarily missing. And I'll walk out.
All right. He lets you. Everyone lets you. The guys
I
up
will
front will
definitely-
keep the guns trained on everyone, though.
I will definitely relay everything to everyone. We should have it by tomorrow, the murder drug, and they're not going out to the platform. Jurgen, make sure you get out of this place before me so it doesn't look funny that the door opens and closes. Please.
Are you sure? Do we have to leave?
Yeah, but you can fly, right?
Yeah.
Can you scope out the barge?
Yeah, I can go do that. All right, I'll pop outside, or I'll make sure I leave.
These
Not
guys
first, but not last either. You know. Like,
Yeah.
well, I guess the door's still open, so I'll just walk out through the open door.
Yeah. And everyone, they let you. As the last person leaves, they'd kind of like pile into the office and see what happened. Everyone inside.
are... You got that little fly spy in there still?
I could probably try and fly it in there while they
Just make
Are
sure
going
we're
in through
not
the door
double
and stuff.
crossed. Yeah, just make sure we're not double crossed or nothing.
Sure. Let me roll a flyy thing.
Okay. You can make it in through an open door. Good train roll. So your pilot, would that count as a sneak test?
No, that was just a flying. I would have to roll a separate sneaking.
I would imagine you would want to try to sneak.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
A thing.
Oh, that's actually logic based. When I'm VR, so I'm much better at that. All right, I have edged my snaking.
You have snaked.
Huzzah!
What's with the extra
Very
d6?
sneaky.
I have bad luck, so if I roll a 1 on that extra d6, my roll goes the wrong way.
You're lucky.
Bad luck felt appropriate when
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
you're getting hired for a run on the people that just wrecked your car up like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so they don't notice the bug. He's just going to talk about how he's going to have to go and talk to the guy in charge and be like, I have a proposition that's going to definitely make us some money. That's what they talk about. You were not betrayed.
Sweet.
Yet.
Yeah, yet.
Yet.
Keyword.
He is not betraying you. So, Jurgen, how about that flying?
Just cruising out over the lake, kind of go see what I can see out there. So
You still invisible?
I sure am.
A smart man. Very, very smart man.
Let's see here. So I'm gonna roll my perception. Oh crap! Did not mean to start another program. Which is currently 11. Okay. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna pop out, kind of scoot across the water a little way. You know, I mean, it's not really flying. I'm levitating, but I assume that the upward mobility and the horizontal and vertical mobility are the same. So
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as I am aware. So you can scoot out there pretty fast at four successes on that.
Well, yeah, it's equal to the spell's force, so I can move 6 meters per combat turn technically. So it's not
it's not the fastest, but I mean,
it's not the fastest, but you know, whatever. I'm just chilling.
18 feet every 3 seconds, so it's not
Yeah.
bad. So what you're gonna see out on the barge, you're gonna see a 2-tiered barge.
Okay.
It's gonna be kind of pontooned, sort of thing. But it's gonna be the pontoons are gonna be like old oil barrels and stuff, lashed up with like just the shittiest rope you could imagine. And it's just gonna be like scrap wood planks and pallets kind of make up the ground. And in the center, across the center, there's just gonna be like, imagine a proper, like a large cargo container,
Okay.
if you kind of unfurled it into like when you explode a square down to like the 6 things on a, like if you exploded it and the top and the sides came down to make like a square,
Okay.
and that's what it kind of looks like in the center. And then there's going to be just like paint scratched around the center of it.
Okay.
Up top, you're going to see what I would assume would kind of double as an observation post if people were guarding, but there's no one there right now. And an observation deck for the fight, for like a second tier of the fight, kind of looking over the ring.
Okay.
For whoever. It's pretty large enough to hold a small crowd. And there doesn't seem to be a lot going on. There's some lockers on one side of it, kind of lined up next to the water.
Okay. Is it being held in place? Like, is there like an anchor dropped somewhere so it doesn't float around, or is it just free floating?
It isn't
across the lake?
drifting.
Okay.
I mean, I won't say like there's something that's like obviously like an anchor, but it's not. It's not moving.
Okay. And you said there's currently nobody on it right now?
Not right now. That you can see.
Okay. Then I will slowly levitate my way down. I don't want to land on the barge, but I'm going to stop about, I don't know, a meter above it.
Okay.
And then just kind of scoot my way around. Sort of just levitate my way around the barge, see if there's anybody on here.
No.
Okay.
It is empty at the moment.
You said it's 2 tier. Is there anything underneath? Is there like a basement or like any sort of like a cargo hold or anything like that?
No, it's because it's held up by like the oil barrels. It's just
Right.
kind of sitting at half meter out of the water.
Okay. And how are the oil barrels? Are they welded onto the boat, or are they tied on?
They're kind of welded to each other to make long chains of them.
Okay.
But it's connected to the barge via rope. Just like every 3 or 4 planks, just a big knot in a rope.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to relay all this information that I'm seeing back to the rest of the team. And then, let's see here. I believe I'm good. I can actually, because I have vision enhancement on my goggles, so I should, let's see. So I have vision enhancement and, hold on, let me check my goggles here. So I've got flare compensation, image link, vision enhancement, and vision magnification. So image link should allow me to shoot what I'm seeing back to everybody else, correct?
No. Image link is like a display. You would need a camera.
Oh, okay. Got it. No problem.
Can I ask a question about the while we're talking about the barge, about the battle?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know how much we know as far as rules go. I mean, when people come to observe the fight, are we supposed to come in unarmed? Is anybody allowed to carry whatever weapons they feel like? What's the situation?
We were originally told that only the champions go out there to fight. The winner walks away.
Mm-hmm.
So we weren't told that anybody would be out there to, watch or witness or do anything like that. So the fact that this is a 2-tiered thing is kind of a shock to me.
There was an observation deck where the fight could be observed, so
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, that's why it's kind of a shock to me.
right.
Seeing that other people might possibly be able to get in on that.
What's
Well,
the ruling?
I was going to say, it was also a shock to find out that, because we were told, like you said, champions go out, winner's the one who comes back, but it's not to the death.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, it could have been that, they got knocked out, considered no longer able to fight. So who knows?
Could also be thrown in the lake.
Yep. Could be thrown in the lake, learning how to hold their breath, going for the world record.
The reason I ask is because if there are people observing and we're not supposed to come armed, this would be a good chance to maybe put a stash of weapons on board and prepare
Very
for the
good
worst. But I don't know how it's going to...
We can do that anyway. Like a simple stash type deal going on?
Yeah.
Well,
just
I
to-
was actually going to ask because it's what, 2 days away now, right?
Yeah, 2 days
Yeah.
away still.
Okay. So since no one's on the boat, I do actually want to make a thorough search to see if anyone else has put weapons out on the barge. And then I'm going to ask the group if you guys want me just to stay out here.
Go full homeless.
Yeah, just go full homeless again and just stay out here on the barge. If anyone comes by, I'll either dip into the water or turn invisible and levitate myself up out of their line of sight.
Mhm. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that idea. I just, you'd have to just keep an eye out for people who are going out there. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
Liam, what's the official rules as far as observers and attendants go?
As far as you know, you were told that it was just people going out there and people coming back.
Okay. I would expect somebody to at least try to tilt this in their favor.
Yeah.
So do we want to take a chance to maybe stash a gun or two on board?
I wouldn't see why not.
Yeah.
Or Tinker, do you have access to any boats or anything that might be able to get us out there quick?
I can get us out there, yeah.
Okay, so we at least have that. So the day of, we at least have that covered.
Yeah. Contingency plan. We never know.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, Jurgen's going full homeless at the moment.
Yep.
Yeah, this is what I'm understanding. Are you guys gonna stash some bang bang boom boom things on there?
It's up to you guys. If that's what you want to do, we can totally do that.
Yeah, I think that would be a smart play.
Yeah, I want to stash my Colt Manhunter and my maybe a few grenades. I got some flashbang and some smoke grenades.
Do we want?
So I was thinking, rather than
set them up,
stashing them,
around the place as a remote detonation thing.
Oh yes, definitely get like some grenades or explosives on the underside or whatnot for explosive type deals.
Pick up some C4 or something.
does anyone have any C4?
I do not. That would have to be a purchase.
Not
I
really.
got
have
a
it.
contact I could probably purchase, but it's definitely a contact thing.
How long does
I
that
don't know
take?
if I don't know if it'd be available or not. I'd have to talk to my ammo guy.
Depends upon mechanically. It depends upon how much we're looking to spend, and what rating, and whether or not we make the roll.
Hmm.
But like the jury rigging the grenades together into something, that's
That would, yeah.
something we can do, air quotes, easily.
That sounds like the easier idea and plan for me.
All right, so we will drive off somewhere else then, so that we're
Yep.
not
While we're debating this.
playing make a grenade pie on their doorstep.
Who doesn't want to do that? They're not going. They don't care.
This is true. So yeah, we'll go off. We'll
So-
find a. I don't know. Where do you guys want to go?
I'm just going
For
to
now,
stay
I
on the
guess.
barge and hang out.
For now, we
unless
can
you
go to
guys
the.
need me.
I got a bar we can go to just to hang out and talk. Get this figured out. We need to make sure that we get you some like grub or something out there while you go out there, bub. Get you some soys.
You can't photosynthesize?
Nope.
Just checking. All right, so I guess we meet up and discuss our plan.
Yeah,
Is
I
it-
assume that's what's going on here.
if we can get some remote explosives within the next 2 days, it would. I guess it wouldn't hurt to have something in place. Would we go for just like a grenade bouquet planted around the ship, or go a little more tactical with some C4, or what's?
Well, it's a question of what do you want the end result to be? Do you want to sink the barge? Because we could do that. But I have a feeling that they won't be too happy about that outcome.
Yeah, I don't think that would go well.
Well, I think the only reason we'd sink anything is if somebody was
You know what?
ambushing the battle, you know?
I think a good idea would be a bunch of different smoke grenades located throughout the place.
Yeah, we could do that.
And those are readily available.
I've got a couple on me.
I got a couple back at my place, and we can, if we rigged a bunch of those together to go off, that's gonna be a distraction, a possible way for us to escape if there's a problem, all kinds of other things. So, I mean, we can do that.
Are we in December / almost into January yet, or?
Babe, sure. Let's go with sure. That's the easy answer.
I want to get some crappy fireworks.
Yeah. What kind of lifestyle do you have?
I think I have like medium.
Crappy fire. You can have those for lifestyle cost.
Excellent. The idea with them is like, if they see giant smoke clouds on the barge, they might think something's up. But if they see crappy fireworks exploding into the air, here's a couple of Roman candles and some other bullshit.
All right. That is a fine decision on your part. So, does everyone go to the bar and sit down and talk? Do you do this in DNI? Is Tara in somebody's trunk?
Yeah, make sure we get the passed out guy. I gotta find a bathtub for him.
I guess the plan is to pick up some smoke grenades and rig them up on the ship. And
smoke grenades, fireworks, yeah.
Yeah. And I assume I'm sorry, I'm not familiar. Is it Tara or Jurgen who's camping out on the boat?
Jurgen.
Okay, sorry.
Mage.
All right. And Jurgen, I guess if things go south, will be the one to set off the chain reaction.
Yeah.
Or we find a way to link them digitally so Tara can set them off through the matrix.
Yeah, if we can do that, then by all means.
Here's the other thing. When we get to this bar with Tara I'm going to go to the bar that my contact works at. I'm going to bring him some business, obviously. Get some food and drink and whatnot, but see if Tara might be able to look up any of the information from these other gangs that are participating. See if we can find any, chatter or information on who they're sending out there.
What kind of bar is it?
Regular dive bar.
The diviest of bars?
I wouldn't say the diviest of bars, but it's a dive bar that a troll would frequent, like myself.
Is it just mostly troll clientele?
No, it's mostly meta now.
Hail curiosity. Yeah, Tinker will go and find a stool and a phone book, probably.
Those totally still exist.
A child's booster seat, maybe.
Is Tara still there?
I don't know.
I'm right here.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. So.
Do you want to roll 4 dice to see if we can find some smoke grenades?
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
Didn't notice. You find grenades.
Sweet.
How many we want, guys? Well, how big was the barge? Let's go with that.
God. How long's a cargo container?
Oh, let's see what my good friend Google has to say.
Shipping containers. Because those are standardized. About 40 foot long. So 80 foot by 80 foot.
Okay. So, I guess
Maybe
80 by 80 is 160. Do we want enough to cover the whole thing?
I'd say a good dozen planted around the
I
exterior.
would just say that certain key points at the exterior enough to grab at somebody's attention.
So just to to ring it so that nobody can see
Well, the barge is going to be, I mean, we're going to be facing the dock, so we really only have to cover the half of the ship that's facing land. Unless it's surrounded. I assume it's on the edge of the dock. I don't know how this is laid out.
It's out in the middle of the water.
It's like center water.
Oh,
Like
okay.
a ring.
Then we just have to, cover the land facing side. I don't know, maybe like a dozen.
it. Sure. That sounds about right. So I'll pick up a whole bunch of smoke grenades, and I'll probably pick them up after we leave the bar.
Yeah.
All
Hey,
right.
Tara, I think you can dig up some junk on these guys for us.
Dig up some junk. I'll see what I can do. All right, now for the amazing matrix search dice.
Woo!
Ooh.
All right. So, what do you want to know?
Oh, sorry. Let's see. Where to start? How many gigs are there again? Holy shit, this is gonna be a lot of searching.
What you need from me? Sorry.
I believe there were 4 total gangs that were involved. So we don't need to worry about one of them. That was the Rusty Blades. Because we already got that information. It's the other 3 that we need to look at.
All right. Matrix activity of the other 3 gangs.
Matrix activity on the other 3 gangs. You'll hear there'll be some reports about some people calling themselves the Sharp Doctors doing things that would kind of sound like they came out of like a London Penny Dreadful, like Victorian era stuff. You know, Jack the Ripper, people showing up just like carved up and whatnot. Not much outside of that, though. Just kind of like their area of the world is a no-no zone. You don't really go there unless you live there, sort of deal. You have the Roaring Horrors. What you find out about them is they got a thing for animals. And kind of lots of just, I don't know how to
Define thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a good way to explain it.
Sacrifices.
No, but there's an air of magic to the things that you find out about them. They're kind of You get that whole sort of old shamanistic ritual vibe from some of the things you might find out about them. Maybe they dabble in the blood magic. Maybe they don't. Maybe it's a thing they want people to think. They're almost cult-like with their gangness. And the Diamond Plunderers, you'll find with them, they're kind of you can't find a lot on the Diamond Plunderers. You at all, really. They're kind of some kind of Matrix dead zone.
God damn it.
Which may or may not be a hint about what they do.
May or may not.
They may have never heard of a comlink. You never know.
Yeah, maybe they've never accessed the net at all. Maybe that's what it is.
Totally what it is.
I can see now a bunch of old geezers throwing paper airplanes at each other. That's how they pass notes.
They have like the 2 tinfoil can, like the 10 cans with a string.
Yeah. Anything else you would like to know?
Excuse me. I think that's
Rivalries
it.
between them.
I think they're all rivals.
Well, I know, but do any of them have anything like, I don't know, some sort of blood feud, something more intense than the others?
Not particularly. It's kind of a, just like everyone in that group, there's just sort of a cold war between the areas where they all live.
Okay.
You know.
Nothing Romeo and Juliet.
I mean, there could be. But
I'm
you're
kidding.
gonna have to go a bit deeper into the Matrix to find like Tromeo and Juliet.
Do I want to
Romeo
go
and Juliet.
deeper?
Troleo and Dwarfian. I don't know.
Something to think about.
So yeah, I mean, what else would you guys like to do?
Well, we have our grenades. We have our intel. I guess putting it into action is the last thing.
Just need, trying to find out or get a drop on who's going to be showing up at this thing as a fighter, so we know what we're going in as. And here's the second thing: is who's going to actually fight. I know we were talking about Jurgen doing it and just burning everybody to a crisp. Now we're being told that it's all to knock out. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Jurgen can still do that. Knockout.
Hey, speaking of, is magic allowed in these fights?
Is what?
Magic allowed.
Oh, yeah, there's a whole other thing right there, yeah.
Yeah. I don't believe you were briefed on whether or not it is allowed.
No, we weren't.
So
Let's see.
you'd
We'd
have to go
and
searching
find
for
out.
people for that.
Uh-huh.
I will say, how about at this point we take our second break
Okay.
Sounds like a good
as we
idea.
reached
As
as we've reached a kind of
Great
an
idea.
impasse.
Well,
So we'll be back in a little bit, everyone.